Hello, if you're watching this video, you probably have a funny squeaking noise with your General Motors Ecotec 1.4 liter turbo. This car in particular is a 2014 Chevy Cruze, has about 112,000 miles on it. It is a 6-speed manual, not that that matters. But it developed a funny squeaking noise that I thought for sure was the water pump. But turns out it wasn't. So I did some research on YouTube. Some guys said that it was loose spark plugs. Another guy said that it was the crankshaft seal. And to be honest with you, I've never heard of a bad seal making that kind of noise and not flinging oil everywhere. So what I did was I started it up, let it get up to temperature, and once it started squealing, I opened up the oil cap and the squealing went away. So what I did was I bought a brand new valve cover. This is a brand new GM valve cover, and I also replaced this PCV line coming off of the intake. Now that comes off of the intake there, and it comes down here and it goes into the turbocharger. So there is a check valve here. There's also a check valve in the valve cover right under this cover at that point. Here's the old valve cover where you can see. Some guys say this is a PCV valve, some guys say it's a vacuum regulating line. Either way, it's a check valve that probably went bad. This line here, I also replaced this. There's a check valve in there. This line comes as one full assembly, as does the valve cover. The valve cover comes with the bolts, it comes with the gasket, it comes with everything you need. I bought it off Amazon for about 60 bucks. I understand that they are about 100 from the dealer, but I bought an original GM valve cover from Amazon, about 60 bucks. I don't remember how much this line cost, but altogether with shipping, everything ended up costing about 130 bucks. I replaced the valve cover, I replaced that line, and thought we'd see what happens. And the noise is gone, and the car feels like it has all its power back, because it did for a long time feel like it was down in power. So it also tripped a whole bunch of lights, engine light codes. One of them was a bunch of them were lean codes, some O2 codes, also a cat efficiency code. I've taken it for a ride, nothing has come back as of yet. The car does feel like it has its power back, and if you're looking to do this job, it's fairly easy to do. I did it in about an hour and I wasn't really rushing. But you pull this cover off, and underneath to get your coil packs out, this is a Torx T30. You can use that to get your coil packs out. And then you need an internal Torx bit, an E10, Torx E10, that will fit the valve cover bolts. So that's all it took. The car's running good, and anybody who tells you to put a crankshaft seal in it, you ought to try this first. So I watched some videos where the guys were saying that there was a check valve in the intake manifold. When I had it apart, I didn't see any check valve in there, and I didn't have a manifold, so I figured I'd just replace what I had and see what happened, and it worked. So if you're having the same issue, this might work for you. Like I said, it was a funny chirping noise. If you watch some other videos on YouTube, I know there's a guy who starts it up and you can actually hear it. Sounds exactly like what I had going on. So like I said, valve cover and that PCV line, and the thing is fixed. So thanks for watching, hope this helps.